Vous avez là, ce n'est pas une maladie de vainqueur. Je ne la crains pas. Je refuse tout compromis.
Weigere jeden Kompromiss.
Monsieur le Maréchal, ich bitte Sie. Seien Sie gerecht zu Ihrem Gegner, sonst wird er diesen Frieden hassen.
Juste.
(1939) marked the beginning of the World War II, and the impact of the World War II was enormous in the region of Palestine. During this period, a significant surge of European Jews entering into Palestine escaping the Nazi persecution was observed. The British issued a policy named the White Paper, which restricted the immigration of these Jews into Palestine. This policy was passed to end the disturbances in Palestine and to secure the support of the Egyptians and the oil-rich Saudis ahead of the looming conflict and war in Europe. This policy triggered the Jews, and it provoked armed Jewish resistance by groups like Irgun and LHI.
The tragedy of people caught in the toils of international forces. Jews who must go into exile again until there has been an international settlement.
When the Second World War ended in 1945, 250,000 Jewish refugees were stranded in many displaced camps. Despite the pressure of world opinion, the British refused to lift the ban on immigration and admit 100,000 Jews who were stranded near the borders of Palestine region. This united the Jewish underground forces. They carried out full-scale raids and riots against the British. The railway systems were bombed. British soldiers were frequently attacked and kidnapped. In response to this insurgence, the British troops from various divisions were deployed in support of the civil police of Palestine region. By 1947, the number of British troops deployed in the region had risen to about 100,000, the majority of them national servicemen. The deployed British troops found it difficult to collect intel and deal with the violent actions of the armed Jewish resistance, because these rebel groups enjoyed the support of the local Jewish population. Almost 500 British soldiers were killed during this revolt by the end of 1946. In September 1946, seeing that this entire Palestine campaign was costing the British the lives of their soldiers, they called a conference of Jewish and Arab leaders in London. This conference ended in a deadlock, as both the parties refused to come to a common ground. In February 1947, the government decided that it was the Palestine problem, and no more theirs, and it decided to refer this issue to the then newly formed United Nations.